We would want to start with this release by expressing our deepest appreciation to persons in Ghana for their sustained cooperation, participation, and more importantly, enthusiasm for the 2021 population and housing census. As was indicated in our first update, as this is the first fully digital census, we are in a position to share with you real-time updates on the data that has been collected so far. As it will be recalled, on the 14th day of the data collection exercise, that is during the first 2 weeks of the exercise, we shared with you data that indicated that 80% of the expected households had been enumerated, and as you would all recall, we preceded the enumeration exercise with listing of structures in Ghana, and by so doing, we collected information on all households in the structures that we listed, and also collected information on usual persons that we have in the households. So in our release on the 11th of July 2021, which gave us update for the first 12 days, we did indicate that 80% of the expected households had been enumerated. On Wednesday, 15th July 2021, the day that we released the CPI and inflation for the month of June 2021, we did indicate that the percentage had inched up to 85% following data that had been collected for the 14-day initial window for the data collection exercise. As at the end of the 6th day of the initial 7-day extension that was scheduled for the 12th to the 18th July 2021, we are happy to indicate that of the households that were listed during the first phase of the exercise, 94% of the expected households have been enumerated. So indeed, moving into this week and to the rest of the month, we look forward in identifying the 6% and duly enumerating all of them. As we all would recall, the 2021 population housing census is characterized and resonates with the Sustainable Development Goals, which suggests that we should not leave anyone behind. So we're going to work assiduously to ensure that the remaining 6% are duly counted, and for that matter, their characteristics have been captured. Indeed, in all the 16 regions, with the exception of Greater Accra region, we've crossed 3/4 of the expected households, and we have their percentage of completion ranging between 91% and 100%. Exception to that is the Savannah region, where currently we've exceeded all the households that were listed during the first phase of the exercise. Our concentration continued to remain with Greater Accra region, since we have 75% of the expected households currently captured in Greater Accra region. We're going to continue with our exercise by focusing on reasons why we've not been able to enumerate all persons as at today, the 19th of July 2021. It must be indicated that one of the reasons why we initially scheduled 14-day window for the data collection is the need for households to recall activities that occurred on 27 June 2021. Based on our population count procedure, which is on the de facto procedure, we need to capture persons that spent 27 June 2021 within the borders of the country, be it whether they were in households, institutions, they were populations in transit, or they were outdoor sleepers. For this reason, we're going to continue to ensure that we count the 6% remaining as was indicated. We wish to announce to persons in Ghana that we have further extended the data collection period only in selected areas across the country. These areas have been identified based on a number of reasons. Lead of these reasons are calls that we've received from persons in Ghana on their status and experience of enumeration. Indeed, as at our last release, last week Sunday, we did mention that our call center had received in excess of 2,000 calls, and we continue to receive calls from persons in Ghana on their status, that is whether they have been enumerated or otherwise, and their experience with the enumeration exercise. So for this reason, we ensure that once we receive a call, we go into the entire area, do spot checks to ensure that everybody who might not have reported is counted. Another indicator that we are using to identify areas and duration for the enumeration are departures from our benchmark indicators. As was indicated during the preparatory phase of the 2021 Population and Housing Census, we went into this census with quite extensive benchmark data, including the geometry, accessibility, and building footprint of all the 51,913 enumeration areas. So as we're doing the counting, we are measuring the extent to which we are departing from these benchmark indicators, and this is also informing our determination of areas that we need to do these extensions in and the accompanying duration. The third reason, obviously, as we indicated, is an assessment of the coverage. As was mentioned, Greater Accra continues to be our focus region, as it's the only region that we are within 75% of completion. All the other regions, as I indicated, were within 91% and 100% completion. So for that reason, assessment of coverage remains one of the key factors that we use in assessing areas that we're going to continue to enumerate in and the duration that is going to be associated with it. Fourth, but not the least, is the quality of data that has been received so far. Again, as was mentioned during the preparatory phase of the 2021 Population and Housing Census, complete coverage is not the only objective for the exercise, but indeed quality data. As we do the data collection, and on the backdrop of the 2010 population figure and other intercensus surveys that we've collected over the period, we are able to assess the quality of data that is coming through. So as we assess the quality of data and make a determination on the extent to which quality is being compromised, it informs our identification of areas and the accompanying duration of extension that we need in these specific areas. We continue to do the assessment by looking at what the determination that we've made as census management going into this exercise. As was indicated, we have field monitors on the ground, assessing the extent to which data has been monitored throughout the extension period that we started on the 12th of July 2021. And by so doing, we've identified the top 25 districts that we're going to continue to put emphasis on moving into this week and the rest of the days of the month. Top on these districts is Gan West, where currently our coverage is around 50%. Closely followed is Gan North and Adenta Municipality, Pon Katamanso, Lejokuku, Tema West, Lankwantanan Madina Municipal, Gan East, Ayawaso West Municipal, Shai Osudoku, Eutu Senya East, Krowo Municipal, Ningo Pram, Gomwa East, Wasa Amenfi Central, Ashaiman, Tema Central, Insawom Adroje Municipal, Sunyani Municipal, Gan Central Municipal, Gan South, Takwa Insuayem, Equiapim North, Ketu South, and Equiapim South. Indeed, beyond these 25 districts, we have some other districts that will continue to put in some interventions, but these 25 districts are districts that, for diverse reasons, will continue to intensify our efforts from the perspective of publicity, data collection, and monitoring. I wish to emphasize that varied reasons have culminated in the differential completion rate that we've seen in these 25 districts. Of concern to us are areas that some people continue to remain unwilling as far as the census activity is concerned. And here, one of the districts that we place much emphasis on is the Ayawaso West Municipal. Indeed, in the Gan West and Gan North district, these are areas, as we indicated in our previous releases, have had rapid expansion, evolution in terms of structures and settlement. So we continue to uncover new localities, which is increasing the workload in these districts more than as expected. We continue to call on persons in Ghana to make use of our call center to ensure that we verify and validate the information that we are getting from our enumerators. As was indicated, fiscal visits are being made to these districts where we think quality of data is being compromised, or completion is far below the expected number of enumeration that is required in these areas. Our field monitors will continue to visit these areas, and as a way of identifying them, they will be wearing the field monitors jacket, which is branded with the 2021 population and housing census and also has the GSS logo on it. They also would be carrying on them ID cards as a way of identifying them. Another intervention that we are putting in place for the first time in census undertaken in Ghana are outbound calls to persons that have indicated that they've had challenges with the enumeration process or they are yet to be counted. For purposes of identification, we share with you the following numbers that we are going to use for purposes of the outbound calls. These numbers are 059 447 743, 059 447 743, 059 447 7441, 059 447 7441, 059 448 0477, 059 448 0477, 059 447 7502, 059 447 7502. This we are doing for purposes of the safety and security of our respondents. We're going to ensure that respondent safety or confidentiality of information that they are giving to us are protected, for which reason we're going to institute these measures in a manner that no one is left behind. Members of the public who have not been counted should also contact our call center. As was indicated, we have a toll-free call center with the number 0800 426 426, 0800 426 426, and these are purposes of inbound calls from persons who are yet to be counted or persons who have had some experiences with our field officers, for which reason they would want to bring to the attention of management of Ghana Statistical Service. Beyond this toll-free number, we have other regular numbers, and they are 059 147 6895, 059 147 6895, 0206 850 057, 0206 850 157, 059 147 6893, 059 147 6893, 059 147 6885, 059 147 6885, 0206 850 157, and lastly 055 162 5567, 055 162 5567. Both the set of inbound calls and outbound calls are all available on the census website, which can be reached via census2021.starsghana.gov.gh. Once you visit our website, you're going to get these numbers for both the outbound calls that we're going to place from Ghana Statistical Service to selected respondents, and also our set of inbound calls for persons who are yet to be counted or have had varied experiences with our field officers to reach out for redress of their concerns. We continue to urge persons in Ghana to make themselves available either via our callback card, which would have the number of our field officers, or by informing their neighbors on their schedule of their availability, for which reason our field officers would visit and ensure that they are enumerated. Census management is appealing to members of the public who are still unwilling to be enumerated to cooperate with enumerators and allow themselves to be counted. This is critical because, as we've shared with you based on our results advocacy strategy, there's a strong correlation between taking of the census and one's own personal well-being, or that matter, transformation. So we continue to urge all persons in Ghana to make themselves available, because this is an exercise that is done decennially, and once we miss this opportunity, it's going to take us another 10 years to get data on them to inform their personal development and that of the national transformation that we seek to have. We end this release by sharing Again, our deepest appreciation to persons in Ghana for availing themselves for the exercise, our field officers who have relentlessly availed themselves for the exercise, and we look forward to bringing you our next update on 30th July 2021, where we are pretty optimistic that would be, in the least case, 1% margin of reaching the 100% that we desire for the 2021 population and housing census. You count, get counted. Thank you.